Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. ScottScorpioSunTarot is visiting today, and actually, we're on both channels today. So, anybody that sees this on Scott's channel, we've got chatters over here you might not see, and vice versa. So, and I'm Teri, by the way, holding your space. So, welcome, everybody. How you doing?
Good. I've got an echo going on here.
Oh, okay. I'm
Second.
gonna make sure it's not me because I have been known to leave the thing up.
Sorry about that.
No, I couldn't hear it at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was on
Yeah.
my side over here. It was my fault. Okay.
Oh,
I am doing great. Thank you so much for having me today.
yeah. Thanks so much for being here. Yeah, Courtney. Everybody, go ahead and throw your questions in. I'll try to star them. Jeff, I already threw yours in there. I started. Let me know if you want me to put it up or not. So I know it's kind of personal, but that's okay. We are all family here. So welcome everybody. Um, your buddy from the other side of the pond. Hey, Courtney. Yeah. And I'm headed over there in June and July. I'll be in well, just for 4 weeks. I'll be uh in England. So I'm really excited about it.
You
Ta-da-ta.
have siblings over there, right?
I do. My brother lives there, and his my sister-in-law's extended family, who is my family. I've been adopted,
Right.
and I certainly adopted all of them. And they're amazing. And then all their friends, like they've already told, I call it the spa. So when I go there, because um, my sister-in-law and her sister and everybody go to this Zumba club, and so we'll be doing that. And they have parties, and they have this choral event, and it's called the Tuneless Choir, and
Mhm.
all sorts of people come together and sing. Nope, half of them can't carry a tune, which
That's
is
funny.
it's hilarious. They get invited all over England at grand openings and stuff. It's just hilarious, and they all show up. So
I wonder if Jackie's heard of that.
oh, I
She might
wonder.
have. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's um it's amazing. Okay, Juanita, I've got you, dear. And everybody, oh good. The questions are rolling in. Riza, hello, beautiful. How are you? So we can say hi to a few people if you want to before we get started.
Sure.
Um, Viviani and Jeff are here. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Throw us backwards. Jackie was the first one, and Jackie came in with spring and sunshine. So I love all those emojis. They're so pretty. Let's see. Dun 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 dun. And now I have to read and talk at the same time. Brenda's here. Imagine that. How you doing, Brenda? Beautiful Brenda. Scorpio Mama. Hey, how are you doing? Good
Hey,
morning.
Serena.
Um, Serena, you got a new picture. I love that. I think you did. Courtney's here. Uh, let's see who else is here. Deborah. Hello, Deborah. Good to see you. And Nivra. Oh, pretty name. I love her name.
Hey,
And
Nira.
Jennifer, Juanita, Risa, JR. Hey, JR. Gotcha. Gotcha starred there. So, and everybody, I'll just say hello to everybody because a lot of people are rolling in. And
Right.
hey, Lisa. Yeah. So if I missed you, we'll try to get you on the other side. Hey, Hypnicity. So anyway, um, we wanted to talk about, or I thought it might be nice today to talk about abiding in our energy before we get started on the questions. Um, just because it feels like so many people are coming in lately and saying, what is going on with this energy? Like it's, sludge, kind of those days where you wake up and you feel like you're Godzilla or something, and the gravity is just heavy and the air is heavy.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so how do you bide in your energy when you wake up or when you go to bed, or like what do you do that really helps you with that?
I try to ground, before I start work, or I kind of like what you were saying. You need a little time to wake up and everything. Before work, I need to ground, and I don't do it as much as I need to. But yeah, just especially during work, I see that as kind of my spiritual practice because that's where I learned to watch what I'm saying, etc. Because I get a lot of people on the phone because I have a work from home job, and I get a lot of people on the phone that are not happy because we call them too much. So that's just part of it. And they yell at you, and they're not meaning to yell at you personally, but it's easy to take it personally when they're, talking the way that they talk. So I think during those times, it's been so important for me to stop and not react. And just as a spiritual practice, it's, taking a few breaths, or just stopping before I say anything, and taking that time to, okay, what can I say here that I'm not going to be feeling bad about later on,
Oh,
and that's going to be positive, for me and this person who's at, obviously having a very bad day. So, what can I do to, you know, not necessarily change it for them, but just make sure their energy doesn't come and bat me in the face because I'm an empath. So, I don't know if that's answering your question at all about the energy, but it has to do with the energy of the people that are out there lately, and I just see a lot of them, um, are not happy right now. So it's just um, part of the environment, I think. What do you think?
well, I like what you're saying because I feel like that's a ninja move, at reacting with curiosity. Like, I think that's always the best way to react, because we can react out of fear or anger easily. Reacting out of love is kind of hard sometimes,
Yeah.
and we've got to put up borders, especially in what you do, right? Or boundaries, not borders, boundaries. But, and not take things personally, but reacting with curiosity about what would help the situation, or um, what made them think that, what's going on in their lives. I mean, we can have so much more empathy for people when we're not reacting out of, oh, you hurt my feelings, because that
Hmm.
immediately there's a part of us, that fight or flight, that wants to like either be
Right.
scared about it and hurt about it, or react in retaliation. So fight. Yeah.
Right. And I
Um,
didn't know I had the choice for a long time, that I had the choice to stop and say, something different than what my ego was, telling me, which, like you said, was the fight or flight. And I think it's knowing that you have that free will. That's like so big. That's such a big thing because you have the free will to say and do what you want. And a lot of people just run off of their filter, and or unfiltered, I should say. And yeah, so
Yeah, it's really important. So for me, I started this new thing, and I forgot this morning, and I that's cool. I'm gonna give myself um, some time for that because we had big storms last night, and I hope everybody here is safe. Let me just say that we both feel like, lots of storms, lots of activity last night and the night before. So hope
yeah.
everybody in the tribe is safe and outside. Um, I tell myself every morning now when I wake up that I love you. Like, sometimes I wake up and I think about what I have to do that day. And sometimes it can be overwhelming, even if it's one thing. It's easy to overwhelm me. And so just saying I love you. And I tell myself I'm beautiful. And I'm not talking about physical beauty. I'm talking about, my inner light, and recognizing my divine light, And then I try to get started, and it kind of changes the whole attitude of my day. But I love that part about you reacting with curiosity. And I'll just say this one thing that Deepak said this morning, and you guys can go watch it because it was a really short show. But he was talking about a study that was done in the 1980s. 2 doctors, I think they won the Nobel Prize for it, and they studied kittens. And I know we've got a lot of cat lovers here, and I am too. Zeppelin's back behind me on my bed. So he was talking about they had these kittens, and they trained half the kittens in rooms that were only had stripes. Everything in there was horizontal. So what they perceived, their perception was everything horizontal. And the other group of cats only perceived things that were vertical. So everything in the room was vertical. And all the stripes, all the textures, everything had that shape. And they found out that later on, because there's this time where you have neuroplasty in your brain, and not that you can't do that all your life, but it's very adaptive when you're quite young and as a kitten or a child. And they found that they didn't see horizontal, the ones that had been born with vertical stripes. They couldn't see the horizontal stripes. Like they would walk into a table or walk into a wall if it had horizontal. And that's kind of like us, right? We don't see what other people think sometimes, like, why would they react like this with hatred, or why would they be mad when you call them, right?
Right.
And it's the way they were raised, it's what they see, and it's what they know. And it's not that their intention. I think that's what hurts a lot as an empath, is seeing other people's intentions and thinking, why would they intend to hurt us, or why would they intend to follow this person that we know has been dangerous, or whatever it is, right?
Right.
Anyway, I'll get off it, but I thought it, yeah, I thought it was quite interesting. I think curiosity is the way of fixing so many things. So, okay.
It is. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
That's neat about the kittens too.
It was really, really cool. Yeah. Your childlike wonder is raring to go, Sharon. I love that. Right? Yeah. Reacting like a child. And we are all children, right? Oh, yeah. We are so happy that you're here, Jeff, and everybody else here. So, Hypnicity plays Let There Be Peace on Earth on the piano every morning. Well, that's another ninja moon, right? Coming into music. Yeah, and harmony. It literally does harmonize your life. Yeah. This is interesting. Hey, Jeff, how do you get the idea for the different combinations of activities in meditations? Oh, that's a good question. Okay. We're going to post that and come back to it. But basically, I'll just say it's not me, it's the guides, and it's the group of guides. It's everybody in the tribe when we do that. Yeah, Sharon gets hurt sometimes when she sees them flips. It hurts. I don't understand. Courtney says, curiosity can expand our understanding, love, kindness, humility, capacity to grow, learn, and evolve. I love that. Thank you. Okay, so I said that for half an hour, and Courtney got it in one sentence. Thank you, Courtney. I totally pitter-patter. Yeah. Everybody has beautiful things that they're saying here. So, yeah, Jeff, we're giving you a lot of love, honey. And if you want to, you can email me later. I've got a reading after this, but later on this afternoon or tomorrow. Garnet says, did I come to bring you a sense of wonder and a flame? That's a beautiful question to ask yourself, right? Yeah. Oh, Deb sings that song in the shower. I love that. So anyway, but yeah, everybody's giving Jeff a lot of support. So thanks, honey. I love that. Okay. So let's get started. What do we have here today to talk about? Okay, Juanita would like a reading, please. Okay, Juanita. And we're going to do, you do personal readings, energy readings, but not medical, right?
Yeah, I usually don't do medical.
Okay, that's what
I
I
can
thought.
read around it though. Read around the energy if there is one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I love that. So, Juanita, I'm seeing peace and harmony and angel Raguel. So, I love this because this is such an androgynous picture of this angel, and of course they all are. They all combine the divine feminine, the divine masculine. God, it's like my lights just went out. Anyway, but they totally combine those lights, and I feel like we're seeing a lot of this milky white golden light coming in right now, and it's like a new charge that's coming in. We've had the blue light, we've had the diamond light, and now we're getting that milky white light coming in, and it's quite healing, and it heals us in a way that's kind of soothing to our soul. And they're talking about shine your light. And that's what we're all here to do. Like every morning, waking up and telling yourself that you're beautiful, grounding like Scott does, singing in the shower, playing something on the piano, and clearing our vibes. So, and that's kind of what we were just all talking about. And that's this Archangel Metatron. So there you go, young lady, you got the power. But I do feel like that's kind of what we're all called to do right now. And clear our energy, because all that old stuff is not going to be coming with us with this new light. What about you, Scott?
all right, so I've got the courage card for you, Juanita. And it says courage in the face of conflict. So you can be strong no matter what you do. And courage comes from strength, which I believe comes from gentleness, kindness, tenderness. You can work up your courage from just those words as well. And I just think that you may have a time when there's a little bit of a speed bump. So courage in the face of conflict. But have courage and just know that faith will get you through, and source will get you through, right? So you're not alone, and you have the angels there to protect you. And so got that. And then you got the patience card. And it says through the darkness to the light. So just being patient with yourself, from going from one extreme to the other. If you have something that is holding you back a little bit, and then you'll have something positive to go towards, but sometimes it takes some time to get there. So that's when the patience comes in, and that's a learning tool all in of itself. Patience is a great teacher. I'm not a patient person by nature, so it is something that is taught, and I still struggle with it at times. I want to do things yesterday, and have them done. So I understand, having patience and learning through that. And then you got self-exploration, fairy tales and myths. I thought this one was interesting. So maybe to just thinking about your own story. What is your own story, and how do you want that to end? It can be like a fairy tale, like a myth, or it can be just your own story that you write. So that's why we have manifestation, and we're able to, manifest what it is that we want. So this is the first time I've read with just oracles. So I'm guinea pigging on you, Juanita, but I think that the message is just to stay strong and be patient, and write your own story the way that you want it to go.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah. That's beautiful. I love that last card, Scott, because I could see the
Mhm.
lines in it. And some were horizontal, some were concave, some were, and writing your own story, because not what we're born with, just like those kittens and that science
Yeah.
experiment. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I'd like to do a quick reading for Jeff as well.
Sure.
Jeff's going through a lot right now, and just kind of a blessing reading to help him. So, Jeff, I'm not sure if you're still here or not, dear. Oh, Juanita says, I feel like that resonates, the self-exploration. Yeah,
Good.
that's beautiful, honey. So, Jeff's going through a really tough time, and consequently, I'm not going to put up. You are here, good.
Mhm.
So, if we can just read on what Jeff's going through and what's going to help, and then Jeff, and you have your cards too, Jeff. Great. And then we can go in. Like I said, you can email me or later on, and we can talk again later, because there's so much going on. And anybody that's going through anything, and Mary, I just saw that you're here, and I hope you're safe. And because there's a lot going on. Hey, Annie. Um, so Jeff, I feel like all this that's coming to a crescendo in your life right now. And there's times in our lives where we have these huge growth opportunities. And they're kind of talking about that. Um, and that this is one of those for you, but you're guided. Like, you have a huge connection, Jeff. Your metaphysical powers, as far as being an empath, and your poetry, your connection to the creative spirit is just massive. So you've got all these tools with what's going to happen. Yes, all these old things are falling away. All these old ideas, all these old, perhaps sometimes it might be a relationship that's falling away, or your reaction to a relationship in particular, the way you see it, and loving people where they're at. I'll pull a card for that, and I get the miracle. Okay, well, of course I do. The miracle of forgiveness. So, Archangel Jeremiel, thank you, Jeremiel, for helping understand the process of forgiveness. And that forgiveness has nothing to do with that other person. In the relationship, it has everything to do with you and your shining light, and letting go of that past, and not blaming yourself that you're in that position, right? Not blaming yourself that you're still holding on to that, and kind of emptying that vessel. And he's carrying a little goblet, and obviously it's growing with divine light. It's no longer holding the sludge. So sometimes we have to empty that vessel, the bucket or the urn, or whatever you're carrying around. So I really feel like that's your time right now, Jeff. Go ahead, Scott.
Well, I didn't see the thing of what you're going through there, Jeff. So I don't know exactly what you are going through, but lots of love and light to you. I did pull some cards for you. I've got the action card. So maybe something that requires you to actually take action and to bring your vibrations up, then have them change from negative to positive if that's possible. So also caring connections. So this is like reaching out to someone who's on the same spiritual level as you to really help you. And during this time, it's okay to ask for help, right? And then I've got the door to personal healing and happiness. So I feel like you need this. You need this healing in your life. And all you have to do is walk through the door. It's already open and ready for you. And I believe there's a dove right in the middle, right when you cross the threshold there, that is for peace, right? So, and the rainbows for prosperity. So you can have peace and prosperity in your life if you're willing to walk through that door. And I know it sounds easy, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy. And I don't think it's supposed to be easy. We have indecision, that clouds our way. We don't know which way to go, but if you take the right action from your heart space and just your gut, that's your true self. And in making decisions, that would be one thing I think that would help. You said walk out of here. I do remember now that it might have to do with a roommate or something there. So
yeah,
I remember that from a couple of weeks ago. We were reading on that. So I think that there may be some action that needs to be taken, Jeff, and make sure you're with people as well who are the same spiritual mindset that can give you advice, and you talk about it and talk things out. So, and your angels are there to do that too. And that's what I got. Yeah.
And that reacting with curiosity that Scott was talking about earlier, Jeff. Because some situations you can't diffuse, you can just walk away from. Mary had tornadoes in her area last night. Archangel Michael kept us safe. I was thinking about you, Mary. Yeah, good. So glad you're safe. And then next we have Polly. Message, please, for this upcoming week for work. Okay, Polly. Polly, they're showing me something to do with water. So I don't know if you're drinking enough water or if it's, there's so many metaphors with water, right? Sometimes we're floating and we're surrendering, and sometimes we're underwater. But I feel like it's something to do with you floating, or in the flow rather. So I feel like there's something coming through for you here that you've been working on. I don't want to use these cards either. And I'll pull some cards about that. That was just the message that came in first. Go ahead, Scott, if you've got something.
Sure. So I got some interesting cards for you, Polly. This is the flying card. So I feel like down here is a maze and easy to get lost in. And I think just by rising above the chaos and the conflict that may be going on, or confusion that may be going on at work, you just rise above it and realize that you don't have to be, a part of that. Then you got the Golden Palace. So I feel like you can make your workplace into gold, into something special. And just by your attitude alone, and the the way that you look at your job can make your work go better for you. So make it into a golden palace. Listening came up as well with the elephant. And listening is part of our throat chakra, part of our communication. Is so being able to listen and truly see what somebody is trying to tell you, maybe even non-verbally, and that will give you an upper um, what's the word I'm looking for, an upper edge to be able to see um, things that are going on in the workspace. And then, interesting enough, I got the protecting treasure card, and I'm thinking that this is for you to maybe just keep your budget balanced right now, and save up for a rainy day. So making sure that you do go to work, and I know it's always nice to take a day off. I'd love to do that too, but this might not be the time for that. This might be the time to um, just save up and protect, what is yours for a rainy day. So that's what I got for you.
Love that. That's so beautiful. Everybody's getting kind of a very similar reading today, aren't we? So, Polly, I pulled you a few cards here, and it's you're going to get an answered prayer. So, is there something that you've been wanting? Because it feels like you've been manifesting something. It's going to bring you some serenity, so that feeling of letting go of something, or surrendering and being in the flow. Because that's the easiest way to be in the flow, right? To let go of all that old stuff. And it'll feel like, it's going to be a big opening for you. It's going to feel like you're in a retreat, like you've been awakened, and you're going to find that serenity from being in a retreat. This could also go the other way on this card, and that maybe it is time to take some time for yourself. But I like what you had to say, Scott, about sometimes we feel it like taking that day off, but saving it for a rainy day when you might need it. So yeah, thanks, Polly. Hey, Kelly Healer, how are you, Kelly?
Hey,
Beautiful.
Kelly.
Good to see you. And next we have Courtney.
I had a beautiful collab last night with Kelly, so that was awesome. I got our
Oh,
first time, so
I saw
yeah,
that on, and
it's great.
I think I was too late. Like, I saw it, and you guys had just ended like 5 minutes before it had been
Oh, okay.
on. Yeah, she's so easy to read with. She's
She
so
is
fun.
definitely.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay. How will this week go? Hey, Courtney. So, Courtney, is if you can clarify just a wee bit so we can get in deeper to and everybody on your questions. If you can clarify just a little bit, like how will this week go, like at work, or how will this week go in my relationships, if you want. And if you just want a roundabout one, we can certainly do it. But it might clarify things a wee bit. So thank you, Jackie. I'm loving this collab too.
Yep.
Yeah. You go ahead if you want to. Have you already pulled some cards?
I pulled some cards. Courtney, I got the 10 of Pentacles for you.
Wow.
So this is sunshiny moments. And go personally, please. Okay.
Thanks, Courtney.
Yeah. So I just feel like this personally for you would be a really good week. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with this card. No stumbling blocks at all. Um, then you got the peace card, and this is also the rest card. So make sure you're getting your rest with the Four of Swords, taking care of yourself throughout the week. Okay. And then you got the Five of Wands. And this can be a little bit of the chaos and conflict card that we saw earlier, but you can rise above this, and like the doves there, and the doves are there for peace while there's conflict going on here. So just make sure if you see any conflict, you don't have to be a part of it. And then watch out for every opportunity that comes by. Make sure you're not missing an opportunity. The Four of Cups is looking down here at these cups when they should be looking up at the one that is right there being handed to them by Source. Okay, so you have love and abundance, and you have prosperity that is being offered to you through something that's going to happen, I believe, this week. So you're going to have a great opportunity. Make sure you're looking in the right place for it. And I think you're going to have a great week. So that's what I got.
Awesome. Yeah. Delphi Ross says, "Hi, Scott. The best time to clean windows is after a rain."
There you go. I love that.
That's a great saying. I love
that.
Yeah. So, Courtney, it's funny. I pulled winter and I pulled summer. I pulled some little kitty cat fairies that I love. I love these cards. Anyway, they're and I think this is a balance. Maybe you're working on a balance, or you're getting a balance, and the way that things are going for you, because winter we really store up, right, and hibernate, and then summer we start coming out of our shells and kind of a metamorphosis. So coming out, and then I get, and you talked about this. Your last card was a lot about this, Scott, that friendship. Mm-hmm. So it looks like there's a friendship coming into you. And I pulled affection. You're working on balance. Yeah, Courtney. And so this could be you with you, Courtney, but since I pulled friendship as well, this affection, I don't know if this has to do with a relationship or a new relationship coming up, which is kind of exciting too. So you'll know where to put that, they're saying. But it does feel like this is something you've been working on, and then boom, something new happens. And that's what happens a lot, right? We work on ourselves, and then the right person comes in, or we awaken that this relationship that we're having is actually brand new. Not brand spanking new, but pretty new. So, yeah. Oh, Courtney. Okay. Maybe reconnecting with your BFF, who is like a mom to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Her name is Sue.
That's beautiful, Courtney. I love that. Yeah. Well, good for you. It's important to have our tribe around us. Mm-hmm. Okay, Polly. Did we already do this?
We already did, Polly.
Okay. Yes. Thanks, Polly.
No problem.
Yeah. And then Reese. I love doing Zumba. It's amazing. Riza. Right, Riza? I do too. It's like my fave.
I've never done it before. I might need to try that sometime.
It's so much fun, and it depends on the music and the people. But
right.
I love it. Like my gym that's right down the street, you can do, but it's in a big gym, and there's people behind you and chairs and tables, and that's a little disconcerting for me. And I've got a friend that does it at her loft, and that's really fun. But the place where I go in England and do it is a blast too.
That's
okay. Cool. So JR. Yes, sir. Oh man. Can I get a reading for the next couple of months and the rest of the spring? The Marys are here. Mary Thornberry showed up. Hello. Delphi Ross says number 19. That's one of my special numbers. Delphi, I love number 19. Yeah. Oh, and everybody else is talking about number 22. Huh. That's my other special number.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're pulling all my favorite numbers. Go ahead if you're ready.
All right. So I pulled from the sea. I think it's the sea. What is it called? The Sea Soul Journeys Oracle deck for you, JR. And I got depth. May you immerse and go deeper. So maybe going into spirit, into meditation, and looking for things through your third eye and seeing what emerges. Just go in depth a little bit more. And then you got clear. May you see things as they really are. So maybe there's some things that are a little bit muddy right now, and you need some protection and just being able to clear out, just to make things, have more clarity to them. Okay, so then I got the soothed, and it says, may you settle gently even as the wave breaks above. So you're safe even when hard times come. You're protected, and you can even be soothed when hard times come, because the angels are there to support you. Your spirit is there to support you. Spirit, God, whatever you call it, is correct. But then you got the receive card. So the receive card says, may you know you are worthy of the gift. So know that you are important, and focus on your self-care as well. And just knowing that, you are going to receive things that are going to come to you. And it's all for grace and faith and just believing, right? So that's what I got for you, Jean. I hope that resonates with you.
I loved that blue card. Those are beautiful cards, Scott. That one, and what you pulled, depth first, or your second card, and then that third card with the water.
And then the clear.
Yeah, those are so beautiful.
They are, yeah. I just got these recently. They're on sale on Amazon. They were only like $15, which is really cheap. Yeah.
Those are stunning. Those are just stunning. Okay. I pulled something really similar. So sustenance, like taking care of yourself. And I don't know why this went away, the question. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh, now it's not up here either. Okay, well, sorry about that. Okay, so I get sustenance, taking care of yourself. Are you looking at things the way you should be? Sometimes we look away, at what we have, and we don't see what's right in front of us too. So you could look at that a few different ways. You are protected and you are guided in this lifetime. You have all this beautiful energy all around you, and this is all very masculine energy, as a matter of fact, here. So coming in, so you got stunning energy coming in, and that masculine, divine masculine energy coming in like that is like a lot of clarity and protection for you right now. And you've got the drive with this. Like all this masculine energy is coming in and going to propel you forward. So I like that, going to great depths, like Scott said. And I get that this is just going to be something that's going to propel you on. Yeah, really beautiful card, right? Millie, I love those cards. So, okay. And next, JR, thank you so much. Hypnicity. What do my guides want me to know today?
Did you have the angel prayers out earlier? You were using those, weren't you?
Was it these, the Doreen Virtue? I've got
no, the Kyle Gray.
Oh, yeah, I do.
A blue sword. That is my favorite oracle deck that I own.
Yeah.
And I have quite a few because I'm a collector, but that's my favorite.
Yeah.
And,
this is good deck,
the androgynous look of the angels is just blows me away.
It does, doesn't it? These are my favorite cards too, for angels. It's like Azrael in it is so wicked. I mean, not wicked, wicked, but like
Just cool.
bam.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that picture that we were looking at of that one angel, and it was like they were so androgynous, and it reminds me a lot of Annie Lennox. I mean, she's got that depth
Oh,
of
yeah.
voice, and she's got that
Yeah.
combination, the divine feminine, divine masculine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does. Yeah.
Yeah. Courtney, you're going to go clean your house. All right. You have fun. I need to do that too. And it can be a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh, everybody's talking about the number of windows they have now. You guys are really into numerology today. I love that. That's so cool. Hypnicity. What do your guides want you to know today?
So hypnicity, I feel like that the angels are asking for you to find balance today. I've got the angel of alchemy, and with this one, it reminds me of the magician and the tarot. You have the ability to, have anything in your life that you want, and it's and what you need, especially to make it a path of least resistance, right? So just manifest what it is that you want. And then you got the water element. So to me, this is your emotions and just being able to balance those. So a balancing of emotions. And then you got the grounded card. You are an angel on earth. So just know that you are that, and balance is a recurring theme for you lately. Yeah. So balancing, being grounded as well. And then you got the love and gratitude card. So just being thankful for what you have, and doing all those self-care work, and then letting it go to other people, right? Because you can't love yourself or love others until you love yourself. So I like that they put it with gratitude. So you're giving thanks as you give love as well. So
Wow.
that's what I got there for you.
That's amazing. Hypnicity says, yeah, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus, lots of water.
Wow. Yeah, that is a lot.
Yeah. There's and that grateful card, I love that, because I feel like when we say what we're grateful for every day, it's such another ninja move, and it's like, all of a sudden it raises your vibration. Like even just thinking about your heart space as you wake up, and then saying, I'm so grateful for this day, or the sunlight, or my pillow. It changes
Right.
things, doesn't it? So I get hypnicity, taking care of yourself. I pulled 2 cards that we've already had, and I think I pulled this card like 6 times this week or something. So taking care of yourself, balancing. They also, it's funny, when I went into your energy today, they were talking about a butterfly, like a metamorphosis that you're going through hypnicity. And I know she's had a lot of that lately, that her third eye awakening and whatnot. This is going to bring you so much serenity. And here you are grounding. So they're just making a point of that grounding when I look at that card. Um, and you've got support. So you have a very strong group of guides around you, and you're connected to them. I mean, and I love that they've got the earth in there with that for the grounding. That's going to be a huge connection for you. And working with all this, you're manifesting miracles. So this is your time coming in. This might be for some reason, they're talking about looking into the darkness today with this hypnicity. And sometimes in the darkness is where we see the light, and it's where we manifest. the beauty. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles in my world. So I love him. That's so beautiful. Anyway, okay. I hope that works. I hope that fits in somewhere. Beautiful hypnicity. Okay,
That was great,
Viviane.
Teri.
Oh, thanks. It's very similar to what you're saying. I mean, we're just right on it. I would love a message from guides, please, Viviane says. Viviane is cooking lately with her Akashic records.
Yes, she is.
And Viviane, it's like I love seeing you just coming alive with that. Not that you weren't already alive, but really just owning it. Oh, hypnicity, you still have some shadow work to do. That shadow work is where you're going to find that light, that manifesting light. And I think we all, like, no matter how many years you've been on this path, right? This time frame, the way that the planets have aligned, the way the energy's aligned, some of that old sludge is coming up for us to look at, and we're finding new messages and what we've already been through and what we thought we healed completely. And it's like, oh yeah, I remember that part of that. I'd forgotten about that. Well, I can let that go too. So yeah. Jackie says Viviane is a rock star. She certainly is.
Yes.
You go ahead, dear, if you're ready. I'm chattering. I'm pitter-patter a lot.
Oh no, you're fine. So yeah, Viviane, I got the Earth card for you, and this is the home card as well. It says home up above. Just know that you are there. You are at home where you're going right now. You're on your way, and you're on the right path, I think is what this says. Just make sure you're grounding, of course, and you've got this. You're blossoming, and just growing extraordinarily. And then you got, well, there's some groundedness here, gravity. So again, make sure you're being grounded. It seems like maybe a theme for you. And maybe having I know you have rituals every morning that you do. So maybe adding some more groundedness to it would help. But I think this is just, again, saying you are blossoming so much from where you were until where you are right now. And yeah, I love that there's planets all over the place too. Just letting you know that we're all connected, and there's so much more out there that we don't know about.
That first card you had there, Scott, it reminds me of the Akashic records with her headdress.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Like being a priestess, Viviane. Yeah. Yeah. So, this came when we were talking. I was still talking to hypnicity, and I was already shuffling. But I think this is for the group, and this is one of my favorite cards in this deck: surrender and release. So this angel is holding all sorts of stuff in her big old urn, and I call it the bucket. And we're walking around, and we're empaths, so we look at what other people are going through, and we hold it sometimes, right? We don't just hold space for it, but we hold it inside our pot or our bucket. And that gets really heavy. It's like sometimes we need to empty that pot out. And right now they're saying this is a good time to release, an excellent time to release. So yes, surrender and release. And celebrate you, because this is your time. And this reminds me of that first card that Scott had. Like, you are reading the records, you are reading the Akashic field, the field of Akash. You are there, you are working it, girl. Something comes in about children. This can mean being childlike, finding joy and wonder in your world. This can also mean your children. So this can mean a lot of different things. And you'll know where that hits there, because you are very, very talented. But this is you going forward, my darling. This is you taking that leap of faith and jumping into your future, because you're just flying. So beautiful. I love this card too, Leap of Faith. I'm ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing this with me. So completely protected. All right. Who is next? We're just whipping through them here today. Lisa. All right, beautiful.
Hey, Lisa.
Lisa, are you still here, dear? I think she is. Not positive, but we can go ahead and read and just tell her. If not. Hi, sister girl. We are almost done, dear. Sorry. Yeah. Lisa's here. Yay.
All right. Lisa, I feel like this is a magical time for you. You've got unexpected visitors coming. So just keep that in mind. You've got some surprises that Spirit has for you. And then you got a change that's happening with the Metamorphosis card here. And you see the butterflies and the flamingos there, and things are changing for you. And there's a transformation that's occurring, I think, for you. And it's to help you find more happiness in your life. Ride the wave. This dolphins signify play for me. And, have fun in your life. Do things that bring you peace and bring you joy. And then you got the Spirit of Place card. And I love this card. It's just beautiful, but it's about grounding and knowing that you are in, the right place at the right time. Being in the power of now, I think, is important for you. And just, not worrying about yesterday because it's over. We can't change it. And don't worry about tomorrow because it hasn't happened yet and might not happen. The thing that we're worrying about. So just be content with the power of now. And I think that, that's what I got. Yep.
Great. Those are beautiful. So I get it's a time to nurture yourself, Lisa. So you've got all this beauty and you're going deep. And I love the lotus blossoms in this. So seeing your beauty as well. I mean, really nurturing and caring for yourself, whether that means getting a massage or taking a course. So sometimes we don't see our beauty, right? We look at ourselves and we just see, oh, I've got this hair that just lays there, or this, I speak differently than other people, or I'm not normal or something. But really looking in deeply and seeing your worth. It feels like there's some changes coming, dear. So I get the Death card. So I don't feel like that means death. Or it could be that you've got somebody on the other side that's helping you right now, Lisa. And actually, yeah, they're kind of coming forward that there is that. You've got a lot of ancestors that are there. Something's going to happen, and this is like the Chariot. So you're going to move forward with a lot of growth here very soon. You've come over these mountains and you're on your path. All right. Beautiful. Did we read on Nivra yet? She just came back. Nivra. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think we did, dear. We're almost at the end, but if you throw it in there and I missed it, you go ahead. And Deb asks, may I have a reading, please? And thank you. Yeah, have a great day, Millie. Mandy's spiritual tarot and mystic is here. Hey, Mandy, how are
Hello.
you?
Hello, such a lady.
Hello. Yeah, happy you're here. Hey, Deb. Okay. And Deb was asking for just a regular reading, a general. Deb, are you thinking about going on a trip? Because it kind of feels like there's something coming in, like you're feeling like a change. You might be feeling like moving. But it feels like things are moving forward for you. I don't know if you're looking at the mountains, but that's what they're showing me. They're talking about being an illusionist. So sometimes we're well, we're in an illusion right now, right? Our lifetime is an illusion, this side of the veil. Like we're creating all these different scenarios. We're knowing what we're like looking in the mirror, what we see. Sometimes we look in the mirror and we just see our bad parts, or we just see our good parts. So really looking at the illusion. And when you look at it in that mirror, you can create new things. The Alchemist. So taking that rose and turning it into new DNA, or even working with Akashic field they're talking about. So, oh wow, being a shapeshifter. Deborah, it's like you're really working with that alchemy, and you're manifesting a front porch. That's going to be your vacation. That front porch that you're manifesting is going to be huge for you. I see you like meditating out there and creating a new world for yourself. It's just going to be beautiful. Okay, that's it.
All right, so Deborah, what I got for you is the achievement card. So I feel like you have some rewards and recognition coming to you. So this is like the victory card. So if you maybe have been working on something like the front porch, I think it's going to manifest itself for you. And then you got beneath the surface. And it says hidden truths, something unknown. So this just to me is you believing in things that you can't see, and just knowing that there's more to what you're going through, than meets the eye. I feel like you've been struggling a little bit, and this is just saying there's more beneath the surface of your struggling than you realize. There's more for you to learn that will make sense later on to you. And then I've got the past life guides, karmic lessons, present assistance. So you have guides who are surrounding you, who want to help you and be there for you. And so I feel like they're from your past life. There's amazing readers like Viviani and Diana and Linda who do past life readings all the time. So you may want to look into that as well, Deborah. And then you got the phase entanglement card, emotional influence. So this, and with this, to me, water is emotions, right? And it's talking about emotional influence. So I feel like there's going to be some emotional times ahead of you, and just know that you can latch onto your guides and latch onto spirit, and find that balance that you can really thrive in. And emotions can be high, they can be low, but when we are able to take the lower ones and move them into a higher vibration, we're just more happier. So I think that's what these cards are saying to you, and that's what I got. Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. Lisa was
Thank you.
saying something really nice. She said, "Oh, that's great, Scott." She pulled the Eight of Swords this morning. Change is about to happen somehow, some way to move. Yeah, she's grateful for the readings. Wow, that's beautiful. Love that. Okay. Oh, we missed Nivra and a message from her guides. Is it Nivra or Nivra?
It's Nivra.
Okay, thank you for okay. Yeah.
No problem.
I hate to mispronounce, and I do that sometimes.
I do too. And I'll ask the person like 3 or 4 times, did I mess your name up? I don't want to butcher it.
Well, and when we're reading, sometimes it's really hard to do that.
It is
connected to a different part of spirit.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, please do subscribe to Viviani. There's a lot of readers here, everybody. Mandy, you've got a channel, don't you? And lots of people here.
Mandy, I'll have to check out your channel. She's new to me. There's a lot of people here new to me. So
cool. And everybody, please subscribe and like to Scott. And he has an amazing channel and does you do a lot of readings, like meditations. Scott has beautiful meditations too, you guys.
Thank you.
You're so connected to spirit, to angel energy, angelic energy, Scott.
Thank you. And if you're on my page and you haven't jumped over and subscribed to Teri, please do so as well. And she is wonderful. So I keep wanting to, I can't get enough of the lives with Teri. So hopefully we're going to be doing more. So I hope.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I love it too.
We've got one coming up with Kim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, which is going to be really interesting. It'll be about ETs. So
yeah. So Kim Copeland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be doing a show with her, and that's going to be my first show with Kim. I'm so excited because I've loved both of you guys for forever. So it's going to be a blast. You go ahead, dear.
Okay. So Nivra, you got the Hope card. May the horizon always sustain you. Okay, so always have that hope that good things are going to be happening and that will manifest themselves for you, right? And then you got the Resilient card. So may your soul weather the storms. This is just like the 9 of Wands, you know, where he's standing there and has been battered, but still standing. Just keep going, Nivra. Just keep going, and you will blossom as well. So maybe having some hard times as well going on, but I think that you're going to weather the storm and good things are going to present themselves because of that. And then you got the Accept card. May you receive what is as it comes. So accepting things as they are. So I had a sign up and it says acceptance. I accept today what happens no matter what it is, because it's something that the spirit is bringing in for us, right? So accepting your circumstances and realizing you can't change those, but instead just how you react to them is something that you can do. And we were talking about that earlier. And then you got the Bliss card. May you feel deeply and transcend.
Wow.
So there you go.
I love how they mirrored each other, didn't it? From Resilient to Bliss.
They did, yeah. I think they did too.
Those are beautiful cards.
Thank you.
Just beautiful. Yeah, yeah. So Nivra, they're talking about that you're a nurturer. You probably nurture a lot of people around you. You're like the seed. You conceive these ideas, and you might be the one that starts things for people. Like And they're talking about making sure that you're starting things for yourself as well. So a lot of us do that as empaths, right? We want other people to do well, so we'll give them these ideas, or we'll try to nurture their art or their gifts. They're also, I love that this card has come up again, the illusion. So looking in the mirror and seeing what your gifts are. And I think illusionist is a lot to do with being able to unveil our true talents and look at us and see the true us, what our light is. Because sometimes we have kind of an illusion with ourselves and with our friends of oh, I'm this person, I'm amazing, or I'm just me. So we have all these different ways that we do, and we do different ways with different groups. I don't know about you guys, but I sure do. Like, I show a completely different side with some of my friends than I do with certainly my friends here on YouTube, right? You can get as woo-woo as you want. So kind of like, that's kind of like about that resilience too. And that you're a strategist. So the thinking one. But I love this because this is you in the end. And this is a lot like that last card that you had there too, Scott, that you are just beaming in all that light. And I know yours was water, but it was just like you're the counselor, you're the project, you're the lobby, or you're the advisor, but advising yourself as well. So does it make sense, Nivra? Good. Yeah. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. And I know that there were a few people here that we weren't able to get to, and I'm sorry about that. I've got a reading coming up, and I need to go get ready for that. But put my other illusionist on. So oh, I just came on. We just came on by ourselves for Jane. I love that, Jane. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's the illusionist.
Jane.
That was the perfect card for it.
Yep.
Make it magic. Making it happen. All right. Well, everybody have a great day. Thank you all so much for being here. It's an honor when you guys show up, because you don't have to. I know there's lots of choices, especially on a Sunday. Lots of beautiful readers out on Sundays and Saturdays. So come back. I teach meditation in the mornings, and I don't really teach it. I guide it, but Monday through Friday at 8:11, 7:11 on Tuesdays. And I've also got, let's see, we have a show coming up together pretty soon with Kim Copeland.
May 5th, I believe.
Yeah. And anybody that wants to, you go ahead and tell them what you're doing, and I'm going to pull up a thing on my next thing too.
I have another live at 3 p.m. So if you guys are interested, that's Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to be on Allie's channel, Heart and Soul Connected. So if you didn't get a reading today here, you can always bounce over there at 3, and we'll be happy to give you a reading. Just make sure you come on time and get your question in. And sorry for those that we did miss, but I just appreciate everybody being here, and that's what I've got going on. So yeah, what about you?
I have next Sunday, there's going to be a beautiful show that I'm doing with Debbie Freebird, Kevin Chandler, the Healing Medium, and JJ Tues Speaks. And we're going to be doing, it's a Zoom. So anybody that wants to, it's called The Healing Light. It's on my channel. It's on all of their channels. Just go ahead and apply. It's $11. All three of them are incredible healers, and they work with all different types of energies. So it's going to be quite interesting. And since it's on Zoom, if you want to, you can have your video on, you can meet everybody in person, or if you want to, you can just put your name in for a healing. But also, and you don't need to pay for that, but also if you can be there without your video on too, because I know a lot of people don't. They're like, not today, whatever. I get it completely. So, all right. Well, be sure and check that out if you feel likening to it. Likening, that's my new word. Okay. We'll see y'all later. Thanks so much. And thank you, Scott. This was a joy.
Yes, thank you.